What does it mean to flow like water? First time that I thought about this was after I read the manga Vagabond, okay? And that's because Musashi tries to defeat the water. Yet something I realized here today while I was at Mount Zion is that the water isn't to be defeated, the water is to be your friend. Now, of course, these contexts are a bit different. Miyamoto Musashi's context was to defeat it to grow a better farm for the village that he was trying to save the village and Iori's life. But for us, it's to become like the water, to become friends with the water, to understand the water and to take what we can from it. Because there's so much. In my opinion, the properties of water have always guided us. If there was one universal element that has done the most for humanity and is the most closely aligned with humanity, it would be water. Not just due to its properties, but also due to the fact that it's 70% of what we are. Water is the life of the world, right? So when you're trying to save, to be more like water and to learn about water, what's important is to look at water for what it is. It is self-sustained, it exists without anything else's help, and it simply is. So can you simply be, or are you forever stuck to be dependent? To simply be without relying on anything is not within human nature. It's not who we are, it's not how our ancestors lived, and it's damn well not how you're gonna live. Especially not in the social media age. I mean, get a grip. But what you can do is you can learn from the water, to be self-dependent, to move around your environment. Do not let your environment bulldoze through you and ruin your plans or what you had going on. You can still morph to it and allow it to become what it was supposed to be. And I think that there's a strong contrast between what I'm trying to do and what I'm saying that you should try to do and what Miyamoto Musashi did in the manga Vagabond. And that is becoming like water versus learning from water are two completely different things. Learn from its properties, to learn from its utilization, ignore what it is. For something to be, it must also not be, right? So in the present, there must also not be presence. So in stability, there must also be instability. So within water, there is flow, which means there also must be stagnant moments. And that is when the walls are around water, when it is encased. When it's flowing, as it is in this river right here, water is in its perfect form. It's like this, that water is doing what water needs to do most. So ask yourself this question: what walls are around you currently that is keeping your water from moving? Right? The more walls, the less the water can move, especially if they're connected in some way, shape, or form. How they connect in your life is kind of up to you and up to your discretion and analyzation. But think about what walls are around you currently. Because the last thing you want is for the walls that are inevitably going to be there. They are the things that guide our life, to develop a circle and an encasement around the water that we are going to call life, right? As soon as there's an encasement, your flow is stagnant. That's why it's important to allow the walls, the same as, the narrows that I'm in right now, to create a river for you. If you don't have a river, you've got an encasement, and you are not going to be moving anywhere anytime soon. Right now, I'm completely surrounded by water, yet I am still not water. That is because water does not go through, water does not pretend. Water is, water separates, and water finds a new path. Right now, water is actually compromising the wall around me, meaning I'm in absolute flow state, if you want to think about it that way. But the reality of it is, the more walls you have, the less pathways you have, right? You want as many pathways as physically possible to flow as necessary. So as I'm up top of this rock now, one could ask, does this put me above water? Now, I mean, technically, if you want to take a physical stance to it, yes. But no, because water is, its purpose is being served. Its purpose is not on top of this rock. So where is your purpose? What are the walls not allowing your water to flow? For me, the lack of purpose and the lack of travel created a wall that made me think that I was making decisions based on my own purpose and on my own life. Yet I was actually making them in relation to decisions I thought other people wanted me to make. Those walls kept me enclosed. Such a simple lesson that can have such a drastic change in your life as you continue to get older. Reacting to situations is only going to result negatively. It's never going to be positive. Yet being able to mold to the things that happen around you will actually change the trajectory of who you are.